extra late, which would just like kill me, and I wouldn't be able to make it through school, unfortunately. Also, I got this microphone for Christmas. I just wanted to try it out and see how it sounds with ASMR, so we're trying it out. Anyway, today, if you read the title, you'll see we're doing Bob Dylan singing ASMR. I have at least 4 songs prepared because his songs are long as fuck. So, let me see. I don't think these songs are categorized in any way. I just picked them like kind of at random, just like some of my favorites. So I'm gonna be looking at my screen with like the lyrics sometimes, and I'll do my best. It'll probably be less cringy than before, like with like the weird hand things, because I don't have a free hand anymore. But I hope this sounds okay and it works. I'm just trying something new now that it's summer and I don't have anything else to do. So, oh, this is okay. This is Bob Dylan singing ASMR. I wanted to do this because obviously I love Bob Dylan. He's recently been like top artist. It has some echo in it. And then I saw him on Tuesday in Phoenix, and he was amazing, man. It was so good, even though he's old. It's just terrific. I don't think his age affects him too bad. I really like the arrangements and the songs that were picked out. Out of these songs, I picked the only same one, and I'll let you know. I'm probably gonna do a lot of these videos and also go through all of the ones that he did play. So let's start. So this one, I found this one based off of a TikTok. I was like just going through TikTok and I saw a video of Bob playing this song, and I think it came from a clip in his documentary Don't Look Back, and I just really liked it. It's really neat. It has a good message, I guess. I like that he kind of writes about like the weird crimes and the social justice. I don't know how to describe it, but this is 1964 off the album The Times They Are Changing. This is the Lonesome Death of Hattie, Carrol. There's a really good version of this from the bootleg. I'm thinking, what is it called? I think it's like the Rolling Thunder Review in the mid-70s. He did another version of it. Anyway, here we go. William Zanzinger killed poor Hattie Carrol with a cane that he twirled around his diamond ring finger at a Baltimore hotel society gathering, and the cops were called in, and his weapon took from him as they rode him in custody down to the station and booked William Zanzinger for first-degree murder. But you, who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. William Zanzinger, who at just 24 years owns a tobacco farm of 600 acres with rich wealthy parents who provide and protect him, and high office relationships in the politics of Maryland, reacted to his deed with a shrug of his shoulders and swear words and sneering, and his tongue it was snarling. In a matter of minutes, on bail was out walking. But you, who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fear, take the rag away from your face. Now ain't the time for your tears. Hattie Carrol was a cloak was deep and distinguished, and handed out strongly for penalty and repentance. William Sansinger with a 6-month sentence. Oh, but you, who philosophize disgrace and criticize all fears, bury the rag deep in your face, for now's the time for your tears. Mic drop. I hope that wasn't too bad. I don't know if I missed a lyric. You know, with these, I never know if I'm supposed to sing or just like talk. I've heard it good both ways, but I feel like singing isn't necessarily for me. I just get so awkward, and then I have to do it like, you know, I have to do like lo-fi, and I'm not used to that. I don't really listen to that, man. So, don't mind the sunglasses. They're for the Bob Dylan aesthetic. This next one is... I hope I'm talking close enough that you can hear this, but it's not like annoying and popping. I don't always love poppy ASMR. This one, I think I heard it off of TikTok too. I'm sorry, I hear a lot of songs off of TikTok. At least for like these random songs. I do listen to like full albums, just not like for some of these where I just heard the song first and I was like, hey, that's a Bob Dylan song, that sounds good, let me find that one. Because he has like 40 albums. I can't listen to all of them. I mean, I can, but I don't. So, this one is called My Back Pages. When I first heard it, I thought it was like the exact same tune as The Lonesome Death of Hattie, Carrol, but it's not. It's really interesting. It's also kind of just to see it's deep melisma. I don't know. We're gonna start on it. I'm getting all these lyrics either off of Google or the Bob Dylan page. So here's My Back Pages off of another side of Bob Dylan. Crimson flames tight through my ears, rolling high and mighty traps, bounced with fire on flaming roads, using ideas as my maps. While me on edges soon said I, proud, neath-heated brow, but I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Half-racked prejudice leaped forth, ripped down all hate, I screamed. Lies that life is black and white spoke from my skull, I dreamed. Romantic facts of musketeers, foundationed deep somehow. Ah, but I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Girls' faces formed the forward path from phony jealousy to memorizing politics of ancient history, flung down by corpse evangelists and thought of though somehow. Ah, but I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. A self-ordained professor's tongue, too serious to fool, spouted out that liberty is just equality in school. Equality, I spoke the word as if a wedding vow. Ah, but I was so much older then. I'm younger than that sounded okay. I tried doing it on the side of my mouth. I can kind of hear it better. I feel like it's louder and better. So hopefully not too loud or too poppy again. Again, these songs are really long. Especially this next one is gonna be really long. Like I have to scroll for this one. But this one's really good. There's a good story behind this one. So this one is from Desire, the album Desire, released in, I want to say, 1976, if I'm correct. This one is about, I forgot his first name. Is it Reuben Carter? I think it's Reuben Carter. So Reuben Carter was a middleweight boxing champion, I believe. His nickname was the Hurricane. So that's the name of the song, Hurricane. And Bob read about this case where this man was framed for a murder unfairly, and it's a little bit of a racial issue. And Bob wrote about this, partly hoping that he could get Reuben Carter free, so that he'd no longer be in jail serving wrongly for something he didn't do. It's really interesting. If you watch the Bob Dylan documentary, I think it's just called Rolling Thunder Review by Martin Scorsese on Netflix, it's really interesting and has a whole section on just this song. It's great. It has some violent. I heard about it also on through a lot of forums and Bob Dylan spaces and other fans, because it's a little controversial, just because it is a racial issue. So Bob Dylan does use the N-word in this song. I will not be using it, of course, so I'll just not speak for that part. And he is a white man and should not have said that, but it's still an interesting song with a good message. So if you get past that, which I'm not excusing him for, but if we can get past that and think about the message, it's a really interesting story that's deep. There's a deep dive into it in the documentary. So this is Hurricane. Pistol shots ring out in a ballroom night. Enter Patty Valentine from the upper hall. She sees a bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, "My God, they've killed them all." Here comes the story of the Hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. But in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. 3 bodies lying there does Patty see, and another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. "I didn't do it," he says, and he throws up his hands. "I was only robbing the register. I hope you understand." "I saw them leaving," he said, and he stops. "One of us had better call up the cops." And so Patty calls the cops, and they arrive on the scene with the red lights flashing in a hot New Jersey night. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, Reuben Carter and a couple of friends are driving around. Number 1 contender for the middleweight crown had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when a cop pulled him over to the side of the road, just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the street unless you want to draw the heat. Alfred Bello had a partner, and he had a rap for the cops. Him and Arthur Dexter Bradley were just out prowling around. He said, "I saw 2 men running out. They looked like middleweights. Jumped into a white car with out-of-state plates." And Miss Patty Valentine just nodded her head. Cop said, "Wait a minute, boys. This one's not dead." So they upstairs. The wounded man looks up through his one dying eye. Say, why you bring him in here for? He ain't the guy. Here's the story of the hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. 4 months later, the ghettos are in flame. Ruben's in South America, fighting for his name, while Arthur Dexter Bradley's still in the robbery game. And the cops are putting the screws to him, looking for someone to blame. Remember that murder that happened in a bar? Remember you said you saw the getaway car? You think you like to play ball with the law? Think it might have been that fighter that you saw running that night. Don't forget that you are white. Arthur Dexter Bradley said, I'm really not sure. The cops said a poor boy like you could use a break. We got you for the motel job and we're talking to your friend Bello. You don't want to have to go back to jail. Be a nice fellow. You'll be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is brave and getting braver. We want to put his ass in stir. We want to pin this triple murder on him. He ain't no gentleman chill. Ruben could take a man out with just one punch, but he never did like to talk about it all that much. It's my work, he'd say, and I do it for pay. And then when it's over, I just assume go on my way up to some paradise, where the trout streams flow and the air is nice, and ride a horse along a trail. But then they took him to the jailhouse, where they tried to turn a man into a mouse. All of Roman cars were marked in advance. The trial was a big circus. He never had a chance. The judge made Ruben's witnesses drunkards from the slums. To the white folks who watched, he was just a revolutionary bum. And to the black folks, he was just crazy. No one doubted that he pulled the trigger. And though they could not produce the gun, the DA said he was the one who did the deed, and the all-white jury agreed. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The crime was murder one. Guess who testified? Bello and Bradley, and they both boldly lied. And the newspapers, they all went along for the ride. How can the life of such a man be in the palm of some fool's hand? To see him obviously framed couldn't help but make me feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is a game. Now all the criminals and their coats and their ties are free to drink martinis and watch the sun rise, while Reuben sits like Buddha in a 10-foot cell, an innocent man in a living hell. Yes, that's the story of the hurricane, but it won't be over till they clear his name and give him back the time he's done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. That was Hurricane. I hope I didn't mess it up too bad. I think you could tell where the N-word was in. I tried to skip it. This mic is really funky. I have volume and echo turned all the way up. I was told that would be best, and to stay 3 centimeters away. So I think this is good, but I'm also trying not to be too loud or too quiet, and also still expressive while still scrolling. I'm trying here, guys. If this doesn't go good, then whatever. So this last one is also off of another side of Bob Dylan. This was like the second or the third one Bob performed Chalamet doing a duet. So this is It Ain't Me, Babe. Go away from my window. Leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone, never weak, but always strong, to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I will only let you down. You say you're looking for someone who will promise never to part. Someone to close his eyes for you. Someone to close his heart. Someone who will die for you and more. But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go melt back into the night, babe. Everything inside is made of stone. There's nothing in here moving. And anyway, I'm not alone. You say you're looking for someone who will pick you up each time you fall. To gather flowers constantly and to come each time you call. I'll love her for your life and nothing more. But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. I think that one went pretty good. That one, a lot of the earlier ones, I feel like they're easier to sing. You know, some of Bob's songs, he doesn't really sing, he more talks. And the music does a lot of the musicness, if you know what I mean. Instead of singing, it relies on the instruments. This one has more of a tune. It's a little easier to sing, more of a singing part. This one is so widely covered. Bob did an alright version, sorry. I know, Bob did an alright version in the 70s on Rolling Thunder Review. Of course he does great with Joan Baez. I really like the Johnny Cash and June Carter cover of this. A lot of people do it really good on TikTok. Maybe I should do more singing ones, you know. That was good. But I don't think this is the last Bob Dylan singing you'll see from me. But more about this song is Bob Dylan's been doing it a lot lately. He did it on Tuesday. I don't know if he did it last night, I think in California. I'm not sure. I didn't see that set list. But he's great. He just changes things because his voice, he's been smoking and he's 80. So it's not going to sound perfect. But he sounds pretty damn good. Also, I hope no one minds the cussing. I don't think you should. If you're clicking on a video about Bob Dylan, I don't think you're expecting it to be completely PG. I hope YouTube doesn't mind, but what are they going to do to monetize me? They're not paying me at all. I don't get enough views or likes. I'm doing this for the love of the game. comments. If you like the microphone, if you have song requests,